Care and comfort, the basic expectations families have when taking a loved one to a nursing home, but sometimes that's not what you get.
That's right. A Valley woman who says her brother suffered severe neglect in a Las Vegas facility shared her story with 13 Investigates back in 2020. At the time, it prompted a lawsuit, and now it's prompting a proposed law. Here's 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears.
We first shared the story of Henry Owens in August of 2020. Henry passed away 6 months after our story aired, and his sister Teresa has never stopped fighting to ensure he did not die in vain. Our story about Henry's plight and Teresa's relentless pursuit of justice got the attention of a Nevada Assemblywoman who's proposed a new law to keep an eye on one of our state's most vulnerable populations.
Everybody that sees the pictures, they're mortified. They're mortified.
What can happen in nursing homes can be horrific. Elderly people entirely dependent on the care of others, sometimes neglected, abused, and suffering.
It was horrible. Nobody should have to live in those conditions whatsoever. Nobody.
Teresa's lawsuit, which is still ongoing, accuses Life Care on Harmon and Eastern of multiple failures in care, like placing Henry's water out of reach, not helping him eat or drink, leaving his food and juice out for several days to spoil, and not changing his soiled diapers. Medical records referenced in the lawsuit show Henry suffered numerous urinary tract infections due to being left for hours in soaking diapers and sheets. He was sent to the hospital for treatment of those infections multiple times, as well as for severe dehydration, MRSA, and sepsis. When Teresa went to visit him on March 28th of 2019.
It was lunchtime and I came into the dining room and lo and behold, he's laying on the ground, and I got the camera out and I started filming, and you don't need to film this, the administrator said. I said, yes, I do, honey.
When COVID hit and Las Vegas went on lockdown, Teresa and her camera were kept out. No family or friends were allowed to visit loved ones in any Nevada nursing homes at the time. That gave Teresa the idea to propose Henry's Law, which will ensure there are eyes and ears in a patient's room so family can always keep tabs on their care.
You saw the care he was getting when you could visit him.
Oh, and that was bad.
And then when you couldn't.
I was scared. I was distraught.
Assembly Bill 202 would authorize nursing home patients or their representatives to have cameras equipped with video and sound installed in their rooms. Facilities will be required to approve the request and are prohibited from denying admission or discharging a patient over a recording device. In addition, nursing home employees would not be allowed to refuse to enter the rooms or refuse to care for those patients with cameras. The patient or their representative would be responsible for choosing and paying for the device, as well as installing, maintaining, and removing it. AB 202 will be heard on Monday, March 13th by the Health and Human Services Committee, and lawmakers want your opinion or testimony. You can do that in person at the Grant Sawyer Building, on the phone, or online, and we've got all the information you need posted with this story on KTNV.com. If Henry's Law passes, Nevada will be the 10th state in the country to have such a law. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.